Okay guys, honest restaurant manager here coming in and saying a lady just sat down and the first thing out of her mouth was, "I'll get a water, no ice, because I doubt you're following COVID regulations with your ice." And it was in that moment that I realized Karens have been reloaded with a whole new set of ammunition. What is COVID regulations with your ice? What does that mean? What do you need to do? Like, you can't touch the ice? Is that what it is? Or do you need to filter the water to then put in the, which you should be doing anyways, I think, but how would that even work? Yeah, it's like you literally gotta sanitize and then you gotta touch your ice, but you wouldn't even be touching the ice anyways, because most of them, they just like have a scooper and then they put it in, or like they got a machine or something. Yo, comment down below, guys. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Ice regulations, that's nuts. Domino's New Zealand coming in here and saying it is a tough time to be a Karen. Karen the nurse, Karen the teacher, Karen the mom, Karen the neighbor. Wow, we got some Dr. Zeus level stuff going on here. We're all in this together, but a vocal minority have given the name Karen a bad rap this year. At Domino's, we know there's plenty of Kiwis named Karen that aren't, well, Karens. Let us know if you're one of them by completing the form via the link below. We may send some pizza your way. Okay, well, I mean, that'd be pretty good. Calling all Karens. Hey, you know what? It's like, this is a benefit, you know? It's like, if you're a Karen, you could get some free pizza. Free pizza! I do actually feel bad. It's like, why did we decide that Karen was the name? You know, it's like anyone who's named Karen now, it's just like, God, like, where's God time to be a freaking Karen ever, man? Like, this blows, right? What is the name for, like, because we say male Karens, is there a name for, is it just male Karens, or is there like a name for that? Comment down below. Chris, do you know about that?
There was. I can't remember what it
is. Is there? Yeah, I thought that there was, but it's like now we just talk about them like male Karens. I'm like, okay, well, like, what is that name? Okay, shout out Domino's. Cool. What do we have going on here? Her name is Karen. She picks up trash around Optimist Hill a few times a week while doing her morning walk. Thank you, Karen. Yo, shout out. Thank you, Karen. Can we see her again? She's so sweet. Aw, look at her, guys. Look at her. Wow, that's awesome. I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy we're doing this right now. We're having this video. I am so sick and tired of having to do guide videos about like Karens freaking out in Walmart over something ridiculous. This is a beautiful Karen right now, helping us out right now. You'd love to see it. Okay, what do we got here? Horror goat. Pardon Beta saying, if you don't step down from office right this instant, I will be taking my son and moving to Alaska where they know how to run a real country. Okay. First thing you should know, Alaska, not a country. Karen Bata coming in and saying that. Yo, Karen is speaking facts though, man. If you... I feel like this guy was just like saying that is like you just say that, you know, it's like you're in the heat of the moment. It's like you just say that like I'm going there, like that's how they run their country, you know. But I feel like he knows that it's got to be part of the United States of America. If you don't, then like that is really sad, and maybe you should have went to like geography class a little bit more. But Karen's in here to spit the straight facts because Alaska is not a country. Comment down below, you guys ever been to Alaska before? I've always wanted to go and I have never been. I think I gotta make a trip there one time.
Stop coming for my girl Karen. What'd she do to you? And no, I'm not talking about the retail moms that are like, I want to see your manager. No, this Karen is amazing. Mm-hmm. Case in point.
Yo, you're so right though. You were so right. We can't be going after Karen like that. Karen was such an iconic character, guys. You know, it's like she was keeping Plankton in line all the time. You know, she was helping him out, helping him with the secret strategies and stuff. Actually, Karen, it might be one of the most underrated cartoon characters of all time. You know, like I never really think about her when I think about SpongeBob and stuff. But now, like looking back on it, I'm like, that was a good character. Like that's just like straight up a robot. That's just a robot who like hates Plankton, but like it's just like, oh, it's so good. Stop hating on Karen.
When I asked you if you wanted warmed up, you said no. So now you're taking time out of my day so I can warm it up.
What? Whoa, yo, right at the end there, like I was not anticipating that at all. Like just like bleh, like just vomited the sandwich up right now. Oh, sorry, you have to take the time out of your day to warm up the sandwich at your job, guy. Like this is literally your job. You know, I don't really I do understand when people get upset about stuff like that. Like if you're really being difficult and you're just like, oh my gosh, like you're just being a lot. But at the same point, I imagine that my dude working at Starbucks gets paid by the hour. Like you're gonna have to be doing something during that time period. Like you're gonna work an 8-hour shift. Why not spend some of it just heating it up? You know, it's like it doesn't matter, right? It's like I'm gonna be done at 5, so like I'll be leaving then. If this is like 5 o'clock right now and I still have to do stuff, that sucks. But I don't think that's the case. So warm up the sandwich, man. All right, what do we have here? Karen Paula MBACP coming out and saying, as a Karen, can I officially set the record straight? Karen is not a slur, and if you don't agree, I need to speak to your manager. I like it. I like it a lot. I love it! We're playing into it, but we're also making a point, and I love my boy Obi-Wan. Yo, guys, this is so off topic right now, but I am very excited for the Obi-Wan show coming out soon, guys. That is gonna be sweet. I'm a bit of a Star Wars nerd, if you can't tell, so I'm pretty amped for that. But also, like, this whole thing about Karen, like, good one, Karen.
Not to be a Karen about this, but like the audacity of this person parking in the middle of the sidewalk like this, like trying to get around.
Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Granted, like, I don't think that they have anywhere that they could go. Actually, can we see the beginning of that again, Chris?
Not to be a Karen about this, but like the audacity of this person parking in the middle of the sidewalk like this, like trying to get around.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. I do agree, but there is no place for this person to park their car elsewhere. I guess they could park it next to that other car, but I don't know if they own that driveway. So it's like, there's that. Unless this guy's being sarcastic, in which case, okay, like that's kind of funny. But I will also say, I like to run a lot. I'm a runner. I like to do that. And this whole thing right here, parking in the middle of the sidewalk, I hate it, man, because then it means it's like I either have to like run onto your lawn, like through your driveway, which like I don't want to do, you don't want me to do, or I need to like run onto the road, which is dangerous for me. So I think honestly, this whole problem could just be solved with like longer driveways. Let's just make everything bigger, or smaller cars, longer driveways. That's the answer. We have a woman returned to a Starbucks drive-thru with an apology note and a $50 tip after she snapped at a barista. Yo, okay, this is how we handle things. Granted, honestly, like $50, like that is a lot. Like she must have really snapped, guys. Like she must have lost it on this barista. She's like felt so bad afterwards. This is nice though, you know. It's like, here's the thing about these Karen videos. Here's the thing about any video that's like 30 seconds long, right? We just see this tiny little window into these people's lives and automatically we're just like, hey, like you're a bad person, you're a Karen. But at the same point, like we don't know what they're going through, and it's like they might go home right afterwards and be like, damn, like I was a total ass there. Like I feel bad about that. And I mean, like I'm guilty. I've snapped at people before and then directly afterwards been like, oh man, like that's really rude of me. I don't think I'm a bad person. I don't think I'm a Karen. It just happens. So respect for this person for doing that, for apologizing, and also $50. That is really nice.
For ability for all Taco Bells in Fargo and North Dakota.
Good, because every time I come to Taco Bell, you guys don't want to make the food, but I waited
because
for.
We're short staffed.
I can't even. I'm trying to tell you something. What's going on?
Trying to tell me to do. Get out of my drive-thru.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying
to
tell you
out of the drive-thru
what's
now.
going on.
Wow, that guy was getting after it at the end there. Get out of the drive-thru now. I'll be honest, I didn't read all of the text here because like that's a lot of text and like it's hard for me to see and stuff. But I think the general gist of this whole thing is she wants food. He's not giving her any food. And I don't understand why you wouldn't be giving her any food, because this is your job, man. And apparently this has happened before because she's like, every time I come to Taco Bell, actually, now that we're on this subject, guys, I've never been to Taco Bell before. True story. Never been to Taco Bell before. Always thought that I wanted to go, but maybe after this, I don't know if I do, guys. I've just never been. All right, guys. This one says, I'd like to speak to the manager. A systemic racism, please. Yep. Respect, Karen. Respect. I think something needs to be done about that. Speak to the manager. I think there's a lot to be said. I can't really read her t-shirt, so comment down below what that is. I can't really read it. It's like she's covering it up. But yeah, you know what? This was a good video. I'm happy with this video, guys. Comment down below. I feel good about this. I feel like there's a little bit of like faith in humanity restored. I hope that you guys feel the same way. I'm gonna be walking the rest of my day feeling good. All right, everybody, those are some Karens that were actually right. And you know what? I don't hate to admit it. I'm actually happy to admit it. That is so good to see. Comment down below what you thought about this whole thing, some experiences that you've had with some Karens being correct. Also hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, Nicholas Blaylog, and I'll catch you next time.